My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Leos. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general reading of past, present, future 9 card spread. I'm going to be using the regular tarot deck, clarify with the vampire deck, draw a special vampire card, draw a vampire oracle, and then draw 3 yes or no answers for thee. So let's get started on your reading. Okay, the general card is Knight of Wands reversed. Okay. Let's look at the first row, which is also your past. You start off with 5 of Pentacles. 8 of Wands reversed. Okay. And then we get the Emperor reversed. Okay. On one aspect, a positive side is this all took place in the past, so hopefully it's not resonating in current times. Wow. Yeah, it looked like that you suffered from some kind of financial problem. There's no kind of movement or development, and it put you in a state of having no kind of strength or confidence with the Aries card of the Emperor. Or you could have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or Mortal Leo, or other, fire placements of Sagittarius and Aries for that matter. But it already looked like that there was already a negative path or any kind of, chapter that pretty much ended for you, which is actually on one aspect. I love to see that this did take place in the past and not in the future. But I'm sorry if you've suffered from any kind of problems. I just really, I love my beautiful Leos, both men and women, followers, fledglings for that matter. So, and it just, looks like, there was a bit of a negative moment or, setback that, happened in your life or in your past. But that's why, let's keep going and not, resonate on, you could have also been left out in the cold. You could have also been left behind for that reason and just really have no confidence at all. Or you could also have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo for that matter, or even other fire placements. But yet, in current times, you do get the Empress reverse, which is Virgo energy. 6 of Wands reversed, kind of still like a personal celebration. But this is an outgoing card with the Page of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and technically we are already in Gemini season, so maybe this is you finally having, some kind of, Gemini energy within you. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of just seeing, so it's still kind of sad but true, still resonating in current times because with the Empress reversed, because first you get the Emperor, but then you get the counterpart of the Empress reversed of this Virgo card that's still not working so well. It's like you're trying to bring forth, you're trying to birth this idea of bringing forth this kind of idea of whatever it may be, but in current times it may still not be working out for you. But yeah, it could still be something personally, worth celebrating with the 6 of Wands reverse. It's not a grand celebration, but there's still a personal celebration taking place, and that's more or less motivating you of getting out into this world. Okay, at least that's one, positive turnaround for my beloved, beautiful Leos for that matter. But I do love to see this change taking place. Now you could also be facing, a negative experience with a Virgo for that matter. But anyway, let's look at the future for that matter. Ace of Cups. Okay. And 9 of Cups reversed of having no kind of fulfillment. And then you get Judgment with Head in the clouds. Okay. Yeah, the thing is I do see, this abundance, this new beginning taking place, but yet, you feel like you have no kind of, happiness, or even, you feel kind of uncertain, you feel directionless, you feel like your head is in the clouds, you feel like there's just nothing worth celebrating, and there's no grand announcement. I want to clarify these as soon as possible, because the general card did say that it was Knight of Wands reverse, which is kind of like having no ambition or motivation or any kind of fuel for your vehicle for that matter. But yet, okay, I do love the fact that you did get the Ace of Cups. You could be heading off towards, true love of whoever it may be, or any kind of abundance for that matter, or any kind of new beginning in the future. But I'm wondering, why it's not giving you any kind of fulfillment afterwards. Okay, let's do some quick clarification, because I'm not too impressed with this reading so far. Because for 5 of Pentacles, okay, something negative ended, and the kind of, will put you in a bit of a poverty, left out in the cold situation in the past. Wow. Intense. Why did this have to happen? Okay, again, it is a general reading, so it's not directed at any individual Leo for that matter, but I can understand how something, will cause this really, painful ending to commence in the past at least. So I'm so sorry for that matter. Hopefully no person, passed away in your life in that aspect. Please, let me offer my sincerest condolences for that matter. I'm also here for personal readings if you want. Those types of personal readings. But yet, okay, on one aspect, it did take place in the past, so hopefully it's not resonating in current times. Eight of Wands reversed. The Fool. Okay. So, it's like there was no movement, but you decided to take a leap of faith in the past. Okay, I get it. It's like, sometimes, it's like, I love the fact that, metaphorically speaking, if you were stuck in like some kind of traffic jam for any kind of reason and stuff like that, and this is you being stuck in a traffic jam, but this is you finding an alternative detour, because it's better to keep moving than to just be stuck and in a motionless, situation for that matter. But if you feel like that there's no kind of progress or development or any kind of growth, you pretty much decide to take, your fate in your own hands and head out into this world for that, good reason and stuff like that. Because for the Emperor reversed, Daughter of Schools. Okay, this is one of my favorite cards. It's the Page of Pentacles, and this is where you're already kind of changing your fate, because this is you actually just thinking, you know what, I'm tired of being, having no kind of confidence or strength or motivation. I'm going to try to find my own fortune. And what I love about this card is, this could be you, or, you could have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, man, woman, blonde, brunette, redhead for that matter. But this is, her little tiny candle of hope. Now, she could be stuck, or you for that matter, could be stuck in a, in a woods or forest of uncertainty and stuff like that, but she has her tiny little candle of hope. So the thing is, if she has not given up on anything, even though it may seem like of just thinking, well, here's, me having no kind of like strength within me, but I love the fact that, nothing could ever kill off a Leo's hope for that matter, because you guys are like the big cats. You guys, land on your feet no matter what. And despite the Empress reversed, 10 of Skulls, my goodness. It's like maybe you're not birthing anything, that you really want or something, but you are definitely being offered the 10 of Pentacles, of fortune, of luck, of, I will not per se luck, but happy home, happy earth, happy family, but it's abundance for that matter. So maybe something is not working out in your favor, but you are definitely, getting something great out of the situation. This could definitely be maybe a conflict with a Virgo for that matter, because that's what the Empress is also about. And then you're getting a 10 of Pentacles in return. But either way, I love the fact that, okay, maybe, this could also, will make you feel a bit uncertain, or a bit imbalanced, because, Earth is meant to give us balance and stuff like that. And if you feel imbalanced, that could also be why some of these cards show up in reverse for that matter. But I do love that you get 10 of Pentacles, happy home, happy earth, happy family, but also confidence within yourself as well. Despite the 6 of Wands reverse, you get the Prince of Schools. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Something is heading towards you slowly but surely, and yet, you're having this personal, celebrating moment out of this. Okay. Well, this is interesting. It's like, I mean, again, I'm getting, all kinds of, senses, in my mind and stuff like that. On one side, it's like, this one, female Leo is dealing with some kind of lawsuit, the one that I often, mention, this, this, how would you call, neighbor of mine and stuff like that, and she's struggling in her own way. So I feel like that this kind of, reading is resonating with her for that matter. But I see here, it's like, well, something is definitely I'm heading towards you slowly but surely, because you are facing this beautiful celebration. And I love the fact that this is in the center of the entire read. Because for the Page of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. So you're getting out into this world and you have stability. Good. And this is pretty much motivating you on heading towards the Ace of Cups in the future as well. So, and of course you can have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo for that matter. But I love the fact that, you are, you do have, the sense of stability about you. I mean, I think your confidence is more or less breaking through, like the sun, who you are, is kind of breaking through the clouds, because that's what I also see from this combination. This could be kind of like a stormy cloud, but this could still be you kind of breaking free, or, through, the whole, uncertainty of it all. And this could also be you kind of breaking free, from any of of these uncertainties, then yes, you might only have a sense of stability about you, but I love the fact that even though you started off with Empress Reverse, which is a bit of an unstable kind of card or position for that matter, but now you do have a beautiful sense of stability. Wonderful. Ace of Cups, Five of Grails. Okay, so you could be facing disappointment, despite this new offering or abundance taking place in the future. Okay. Well, the thing is on one side, it doesn't per se have to resonate at all. The thing is I give these readings, I'm not a seer, I'm just a vampire tarot guide reader, so I can't give you any kind of, actual, idea. I can only give you any kind of senses. But the thing is about senses is they can also change as well. And the thing is yes, you could be offered, abundance, this new beginning, but, you could be facing disappointment and disparity as well. I mean, the thing is when you look at, and this one card is, you see the sad vampiress, in this kind of swampy area, and she pretty much just only has no chalice or any kind of sustenance for that matter, and so she's just facing, disappointment and disparity for that matter. However, it doesn't per se have to resonate, but it could also mean that you could still be facing no fulfillment, despite this offering. So despite the Nine of Cups reversed, Three of Swords, oh my goodness. Heartbreak. Why? And then for Judgment reverse, you get Three of Grails. So okay, I want to make sure that you do get a happy ending. The thing is you could be facing potential heartbreak in the future because, maybe this having no fulfillment is kind of resulting in this Three of Swords heartbreak situation. It could be a divorce, breakup, a job transition. I mean, I hope you're not getting fired from any kind of career for that matter, but yeah, the Leo rules the heart, and I'm worried, that you could be facing, any kind of Three of Swords, like this is one of the cards I pulled for the vampire who literally caused me to face some kind of transition of myself. But, this could also be, any kind of heartbreak from the effects of anything. I mean, wow, because, it's like, with Judgment, it's like having no kind of clarity, but you will definitely be celebrating something. So, yeah, I mean, I find this an odd combination in the sense, it's like, there's lack of clarity. I mean, this could also just be an unexpected miracle taking place as well, because that is what it could also be, is where you're heading down towards this misty road and stuff like that, of having no kind of clarity of wherever you're going to be heading towards. But yeah, it's just pretty much going to be like this grand surprise party waiting for you with everything that you've wanted, wished, and hoped for in this world. I mean, the thing is again, it is a general reading, but I find it sort of an odd combination, but it more or less makes sense if I, explain it like that. But yeah, I am kind of worried about the potential heartbreak in the future as well. Yeah, you might want to look into that. And what I always want to mention to anybody, or, for that reason, is whatever you work on right now will contribute to a different outcome in the future. So if you want to avoid any kind of heartbreak in the future, stuff like that, I would take care of any of your affairs right now before it is too late. Because, the thing is the Three of Swords is a very painful card. Just like how the Ten of Swords was a painful ending. But of course, it's like that was in the past, and that, will result in a Five of Pentacles of being, just left out in the cold and stuff like that. And then there was no movement, but yeah, you took a leap of faith. You remained hopeful. You got abundance and confidence. Something and good was heading towards you in current times and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like, well, you did face all kinds of setbacks for that reason, and I just hope that you will avoid any kind of heartbreak in the future, because you guys all rule the heart. Sad but true. It's a very beautiful and actually the most important organ, but yet when you want to try to avoid that. But I do see actually a very, beautiful outcome, nonetheless, despite all of this, some of the negativity, that took place in this reading, you do get a beautiful, happy ending, happy home, happy hearth, or, any kind of celebration taking place in the future as well. Your special vampire card, the Hermit. Okay, you could definitely have Virgo, or you could be dealing with a Virgo for that matter, but the Hermit is about having to be in solitude. Now, the thing is about Leos, or lions for that matter, is when they are injured, they want to go and hide, and they want to lick their wounds. So if you're in the process of needing to have to be alone, lick your wounds, I would really, do anything it takes to get yourself back on your confident feet again. Because the thing is well, sometimes it's really good to kind of go within. Sometimes it's good to actually have a personal day, week, month for yourself to reach, yeah, to actually, find this ambition and motivation to get your, yeah, to find your motivation back again, because I'm kind of worried about that. So, wow, intense. Okay, what does Oracle say? That death will come, mortal, finite, and fragile. Okay, if you feel fragile, I would definitely be having a hermit moment and go within and lick your wounds and take good care of yourself. But this is kind of like a rebirthing card for my beloved Leo. So, we are technically only about a few months away from your birthday season. Not quite there yet. But the thing is this is kind of like a rebirthing card. Because, of course, you are immortal. You could be a bit on the fragile side, just like the mortal coil for that matter. But you could also be, dealing with finite. But the thing is, even though this could be a drained heart, the thing is if you look at these blood cells, this is still like having this hope within you that everything will work out for you, in your favor and stuff like that. Just like the daughter of Grails, the Page of Cups still has her tiny little candle of hope. So it's all about just kind of keeping up the faith, even, despite dealing with all of this ups and downs. One moment you're dealing with the Ten of Pentacles, and then next you're dealing with the Three of Swords moment. But it's important to keep the faith and to keep up, just believing in yourself, and to know how strong and capable the beautiful, mighty lion and lioness is, for that matter. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to finish off with 3 yes or no answers. Please feel free to pause this video and think about the questions you want answered. For number 1, you get a yes with Wheel of Fortune. Yes with 7 of Cups. And yes with the 6 of Cups. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to leave it at that for my beautiful, strong, capable Leos. But anyway, well, thank you so much for joining me today on this beautiful reading. I just love you guys incredibly. In a few days, I'm going back to love readings, but I'm also open for personal readings, and all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, post in a little discussion box that you want a personal reading from me. I'll respond to you with my email, and we'll start the process from there. But otherwise, thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys incredibly, and best of luck on this journey of yours.